Hello, YouTube. How's everyone doing? Everyone being good? I don't even know what's happening over here. If y'all can see my screen, I bet y'all can. Say hi. Say hi. They just said hi. Everybody, when I post this video, which is gonna take a long time because I do not feel like editing, but I gotta edit. Oh my gosh. Alright. Y'all ready for RP? Y'all ready for RP? Dang. I'm like coaching. I'm gonna go to the store. Lobby. You're in charge. You're in charge. Bye. Get open the door. Oh my gosh, I need my car. I did that one. Wait, let me spin my car. Let me get my phone. I'm so bad at driving. And let me get the money in my card. Let's do it. I got to this door right here. Okay, so go get some groceries. Oh shoot. So what should I get? I think I don't even know what I'm getting. Cause pop. Hey. What do you want from the store? Hey, what do you want from the store? Okay. I did. Here we go. It's time to go home. Don't eat that. Yeah, yeah. Cat, got that. What happened while I was gone? What happened while I was gone? Okay. 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 You two better be happy. Y'all two better be good. I'm taking a yacht. Y'all two better be good. I think did he break it? Oh. Oh, and yeah, I'm watching TV. So good at it. Like, never.
Was that not a beeper?
What is wrong with you?
Okay. Alright. I have no clue what I just did. How did...
Where were
Did I
you?
just do it from the wrong angle or something? That was really weird. But, that's good. I swear I didn't plan this. I swear I didn't plan to do the wrong PLL and then do the J-perm. But, you know, sometimes fate just decides for you. Sometimes. My shoulders hurt. My arms hurt. I'd like to thank Cameron for sending me this, but honestly, like, no, I wish Bodhi never made this, so I would not have had to solve it. No, it definitely feels like the most, not the most technically difficult, but the most interesting accomplishment. My elbow is against the table. Let me see. Yeah, it is really red right now, and the skin is. I promised I would pin the comment of the person who gets the anyone by 21 from Boston, so there you go. Now, this is the problem with being a YouTuber. I know ever again, but hopefully I can get that thing.
Whoa. Okay. Boom. Whoa. Stop.
Wow. If you ordered all this stuff, imagine how much you could save with the discount code JBurn. Have you ever had a dream where you're just swimming through cubes? Because me neither, because that would be weird. This is the Meilong M, and the Meilong is a budget cube. I couldn't find mine, but here's my tiger cube version of it. So it looks like it's actually different with a darker red and green. Compared to the Meilong, it's really stable, but it's a little bit weird to control. I'm not sure that's because of the settings. And actually, it comes with this setting box and the black Moju stands. I can't imagine actually using this. Actually, there, I don't have to imagine. Oh, what was this box for? Pretty standard budget magnetic cube. It's not amazing. Probably not as good as the TMS, but I'll have to try for it. What? There's a green one. This is the Meilong M 4x4, and again, different from the original Meilong. Alright, let's try it out. I actually really like this, not as main material, it's just that budget 4x4s have been so bad for so long, and they have gotten better. I've always said more recently that the non-magnetic Meilong is actually what I recommend, but if this is cheap, then this is probably the best option now that we have a factory magnetizer. It's not super stable, but it is quite fast, and that is something that kind of makes up for it. This is the building blocks cube. Every fiber of my being wants to call this a Lego cube, but I don't know if I'm legally allowed to do that. I'm actually curious about something.
You know what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 white pieces. I thought I was going to have more of these colors so I can choose what I want to do besides just throw one color onto one side, one color onto another side. And if you didn't think messing around with the colors can give you anything interesting, we have stuff like this from a previous video. I thought we could do more stuff with this, but I guess I'm just going to put the colors on it. Sometimes I just put Legos in the ground. Alright, let's go.
Why did you...
Of how weird the texture is on my fingers. At least I did that solve without pausing. Every time the center turns, it will rub into stuff. So if you, I don't know, practice on this keyboard and did a lot of solves, then you could actually start to mess with the this is one of those neat display
You've
cubes
blown
that
up
I
most
probably
of
don't
the
need.
house.
Next, we have all this
No,
stuff, more than a professional. You have to use that thing. This is some kind of gear. Wow, I've never owned one of these. I've only seen them at competition. I don't really know how they work. That was like a full circle and a half, and it finally got back into the cube shape. This is very counterintuitive. Like when I do a quarter, center has only moved half the turn. So I need to do a half turn, sort of like this, and then this one goes here. And then I can turn on. Oh no. I can't say for sure if I'd be able to figure this out. I'm not going to scramble it, as there's too much stuff to get through this video, and learning this is for another time. This, I assume, is just a gear movement. Oh wow, the center pieces are going nuts. Okay. So I turn it enough that this one seems offsets and all the gears here in the middle are, but then the center's back, then I can start turning all the sides. So if I don't do that, so then this one looks right, then the other side looks right. This one's obviously just Illuminati pyramid. So I guess what you can do here is you can turn the corners and they're all independent of each other, so then you can start turning the so this doesn't look too challenging, although that's just a guess. I don't know how it's yet. This sort of motion I don't think is like the sort of thing we do with twisted puzzles where that seems kind of difficult to control. Wow.
You can't kill me.
Nicolas Cage is.
You can't kill me.
Rated R, April 22nd.
Look deeper at UC San Diego and see how the beach can lead to Broadway. At the #4 drama school in the world. Your turn to take the spotlight.
This one looks really similar to Clover's Cube. I think it's just a 3x3 where they made it as hard to finger trick as possible because I can't do a lot of things with these getting in the way. Looks like it's just a normal 3x3 without pencils. And turn. Why am I doing this one? Try to do Emeralds. Alright, I set up the U-Perm again. Let's go. Oh, that looks so weird. Wow. This is the sort of thing I love to show YouTubers who just learn how to solve the cube, and see how long it takes them to figure out it's just a 3x3. So this is a barrel cube, I guess. Barrel cube, and it's all the cube stuff. Barrel cube, I think, is just really similar to 3x3, although I'm not sure, because again, I've never owned one. A lot of the things look the same. I'm not sure if it's actually that famous. This is the last weird one now. There may be more in the box, I don't know. This just looks like a cube, but with this in the middle. Wonder what that means. So if I turn along this axis, then this four inside doesn't move. But if I, let's say, turn along this axis,
By
then it
9,000.
moves to
By
the side.
99,999 volts.
This box, and actually, there are two of them. Wow, okay, it's kind of a very large cube.
I'm out.
It's the biggest cube I own. It's 9x9.
Go
Wow, I was not expecting for a new record right here. When I started
Go
practicing
sleep.
7x7, I started getting really good at 6x6, just like automatically. And I always said if I had an 8x8, I could probably be really good at 7x7. But now I can get a head start on that because since I have a 9x9, I'll then be really good at 8x8, and that will make me even better at 7x7. I really doubt they set me to 9x9, so make your guess right now.
Oh,
Is this bigger or smaller than the first one? It is smaller. Of course it was 8x8, and it is not magnetic, I believe, which makes it harder. I learned big cubes as magnetic, so that's where all my turning is adapted to. I have a lot of trouble keeping the layer aligned. I don't have to guess this one's name. Morphidae Magic. Oh, designed this cube without showing it to anybody and then just released it, because some people don't care and some people have a very strong reaction to seeing things like this, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you probably don't experience it. I really don't like the way this puzzle looks, and you can skip to this time in the video if you want to skip over this whole puzzle, but I'm like kind of okay with it, so I'm still going to talk about it. So it looks mostly like a 2x2, but maybe it can turn diagonally as well. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I mean, there's a lot of lines here. What if I go 45 degrees and try something, anything. Oh, that. Okay, we can turn along here. Are you kidding me? This is probably the hardest puzzle of this turn. I actually thought the puzzle was forcing me not to turn that way, but like, these pieces move around so much. See this?
Don't try it.
Next, we have the Shangsho Mr. M 6x6 and 7x7, which rounds out their. What if I go 45 degrees and try something, anything? Oh, that. Okay, we can turn along here. Are you kidding me? This is probably the hardest puzzle of this turn. I actually thought the puzzle was forcing me not to turn that way, but something was just getting caught. Like, these pieces move around so much. See this? Next, we have the Shangsho Mr. M 6x6 and 7x7, which rounds out their 2 through 7. Really? I'm already not impressed. Nobody uses a pillow 6x6. I mean, I don't use one, so I don't know exactly why, but I have a feeling this is going to be not very good. Yeah, right out of the box, the magnets are moving. Okay, it's supposed to be magnetic and that helps it stay aligned, but I don't feel like it's really helping me use this. Or maybe there are just so many turning problems where the magnets don't really stay in the screws at all.
I'm baby.
You know, stuff like this. I should definitely give it a turn. What is getting
Hello.
I remember actually liking their 3x3 to 5x5. So, like, I liked them, they weren't the best, but they were definitely worth it if you did, for some reason, get them. Yeah, basically it feels the same as the 6x6. And because it doesn't move so fluidly to begin with, the magnets don't really help that much. So this kind of feels like I just went back in time to Z-cubes or something, except we have magnets in here as well. So I don't think that these are good cubes at all. So we are almost all the way through. Let's take a quick break to look at some of the bags that Cameron sent me. These are drawstring bags that you can tighten and put a cube inside. Maybe fit this 6x6. Yeah, there we go. I used to use these a lot when my cubes were not stickerless, but now that they are stickerless, it's not really easy to damage them if you just throw them into the bag. But if it's like your main cube and you really don't want damage or dust getting inside, that can kind of make you have to clean them more often, then these can be pretty useful. What I usually use them for, though, is just like throwing lube and screwdrivers and whatever else I need to bring to competitions, just in case. And then, yeah, I really like this more recent design, like logo from Speed Shop with this half cube. I think it looks really nice. Alright, thanks Cameron for reminding me what to do with this one. So I wasn't really around for this, but this is the bag that apparently was used when Speed Shop, I guess, sponsored the World Championships in 2013. I can't believe that was 7 years ago. I'm just thinking back to all of the things that I related to cubing at back
What
then,
do you
like
like on
speed solving
pizza?
forums and just random videos on YouTube. I think this was a little while after
Do you
I
like on
switched to
pizza?
Rue and then switched back. But I was mostly playing tennis during this time of my life, so it's really interesting to see, like, you know, all these things that I'm more involved with now
My
that have existed for
gosh.
so long. And
Gee, why is the TV so loud?
and here, of course, BQ Shop with their space theme. I think this one's my favorite so far. Nova, so mine, Nova, and that's it.
Okay.
Alright, there's not too much more to go through. Let's just get this out of the way. Alright, I guess this is the one you actually want to put your main in, or you can still just put a bunch of loot. Actually, yeah, I think I'll probably start using this bag for my loot and stuff, because the drawstring bags sometimes open a little bit and everything spills out into my backpack. But let's just see what's the biggest cube that can fit in here. Here's X-Man Spark 7x7. Yeah, it fits nicely. Now we have the RS3M. Didn't I already review this? Yes, but this is the 2020 version. Why would you name it that? Why not just the RS4? I didn't like the original RS3 too much, and this one definitely feels a lot like it, but the magnets have been made stronger, which is definitely a plus, because before it was so fast with these magnets. I'm actually super loving the feel of this. This could actually be really good, and so I'm not going to like fully explore it here, but it's definitely going to deserve its own review, as I've also heard great things about it.
Oh, we gotta wait a few minutes. Dang.
Right now it's in the lowest resistance feeling setting, which is great because I feel like if anything it's too loose right now, and I'd love to try moving it up a bit, and I'll make a review on this once I try out more things with it. Now it turns out there was more. There's the Maylong 2M and 5M. I looked at the 3 and 4 earlier. Wow, like actually every color. I don't remember the Maylong 2x2 being anything special, but I don't remember it being bad either. This was actually pretty good. Either I'm losing my mind or just like every single 2x2 is good, so I just don't even know what to say anymore. I haven't done 2x2 in so long. I say that every single time, but that's because the last time I said it was the last time I did 2x2. If you are just getting into 2x2 or you're okay at 2x2, it really, really doesn't make a difference if you get something over $20 or if you get something
You
that's
all
like $7.
got pieces.
So I think the Maylong 2x2 is really good. I remember the Maylong 5x5 was never very good, but I mean, they redesigned the colors, so maybe they redesigned the pieces as well. Let's find out.
Pop.
This is definitely a lot better than I remember. I remember it not being able
Huh.
to corner cut one bit. I think it was the Maylongs where I was like, on the 5x5 and up, I was like, I can't believe they made this. This is actually like completely uncharacteristic. As
Stop
if they
using
made
the
a bunch of issues up to 4x4, and after that they were like, let's not make it corner cut. But this is definitely really good, so I'm going to assume they redesigned it. It's also super light and can turn really, really fast. Doesn't seem to have any major problems, so you definitely can't go wrong with this.
Oh shoot.
It's going to be a really good budget 5x5. Now we've got the other half of the
forgot
random puzzles, so I'm going to go through and, again, not know what any of these are called, but I will try to name them.
I forgot to put my wings away. I forgot to put my wings away. No, wait, what? That
Start
just
your
sounds...
project at the Floor & Decor Design Studio, our upscale top quality selection of tile, wood, stone, and more. Enjoy a personalized experience with the benefits of pre-designed services and samples at your fingertips.
So I'm going to guess this is called a 1x2x3. I don't know if this has any special name. If I had to name it, I guess I'd call it like a bed. I don't know if this is on the level of beginners with figuring out, but I have a feeling it might be. I think what I normally do is just solve the top and bottom, which are blue and green. Actually, that's a little weird. Usually it's white and yellow, but there we go. And that one's there. This one needs to flip, which is like that. There we go. I've never solved this before, but cuboids are pretty much all the same. If you know anything for like at least 2x2 by something, then you pretty much know all of them. So let's just do a quick solve on this. Oh, wow, that was weird. Yeah, sometimes it does that Rubik 4x4 thing. There are my yellow sensors,
Alright.
and then put green here, green here, and lastly, this doesn't look right with this. Oh, don't tell me this is just another 3x3 that makes it hard for me to finger trick.
Can you go to the store for me?
Okay, are they just trying to figure out like what's the worst corner cutting you could possibly make on a 3x3? And that's not going to be cube shapes, that's going to be like one of these sharp corner shapes. Yeah, it's got basically no reverse corner cutting, and these are clearly in conflict with each other as I try to pull down. Regular corner cutting is actually not bad. And it's got these little wavy things.
Try to buy a new
tentacles.
car.
I'm going to name this Squidward. Very boring. For some reason, the name Squidward kept popping into my head, but I'm pretty sure that.
Try to buy a new car. Okay.
I'm going to say right there, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is an IDP. I don't know why I know that. I'm not. I actually don't know. Wow, I was like so confident with the name that I scrambled it. And oh my god, we have another gear cube. Like, not a cube this time. This one is a ball. Maybe it's a ball. Is this not the okay, yeah. Every piece looks identical to another piece. But I'm gonna guess it's called like gear ball or gear sphere. Here we have the Morphidae Magic Cube again. It's probably different.
Yes.
Yeah, this one doesn't have holes in it. Yeah, you can't turn it in half this way anymore. Alright, you can still do this. I'm not sure how much you could scramble it just by turning this. I guess it does turn every possible piece. Anyway, this is just so horrible to turn that I cannot imagine it actually being any fun. Like, it just gets caught on random stuff. Look at that. So if this happens, I basically have to turn it the other way. And that's some cubing technique that we all learned like 10 years ago, and we should never have to use it again for any puzzle. This is the Bell V2, I believe, from X-Men. Alright, we got the Pyraminx and we got extra magnets. I think what I'll compare it to is the most recent one I got, which is the GMS. Now, I can't do much on a Pyraminx, but I can definitely do a sledge. And let's see which one I can do it faster on. Ooh, this one, that's pretty good. There is most of yellow. And this one, what if I put it in like that? What if it's like this? And the last way I can try, all these years there was one case on Pyraminx I didn't know how to solve. Let's do that. Oh no. Okay, that was a total guess on what to do and it just worked. Right now they're about the same for me, but if I actually learned how to turn accurately, I think the stability of the MS would be better for me. But just keep in mind that's just a theory because I don't do Pyraminx. And the final thing we have today is, oh wow, that was actually invisible.
My video is
Okay, I might
32
have looked
minutes
at the
long.
356M if this was the air end. I have no clue. This might be something different. Okay, I stopped recording for a second because I was very confused about what this is, but I did manage to do some detective work by looking at my old video back when I knew more about this, and here's what I had to say. So this is basically just another GAN X, except cheaper because it's $40. And keep in mind that's not the same as the GAN XS, you can see from the way the magnets are designed, and it's putting just little color inside on the piece. So here's another GAN X with magnets on the piece, and the GAN XS is black. Okay, so that was the GAN 356M, this is the GAN 356 Air M, and the difference is, if you look at what I pointed out earlier, so the magnets are still not changeable, but that doesn't mean it's the X, this is actually the XS. And if all those names are too much for you, it's too much for me too. The GAN X is the older model where you can swap out the magnets, and the GAN XS is the newer model where you can simply switch the magnet to different settings. And I checked on this one inside the piece, there is no like extra strip of color on the headpiece on the inside, which means that this is the XS model. And it's made really confusing with this stupid naming scheme because the difference between this and the other is the word air, but the difference between the X and the XS is the letter S. It's like they had a list of names, picked their favorite ones, ran out, and went back to the old ones and just assigned them to each other. This is a pretty horrible and confusing naming scheme, and trust me, if they come out with a new one, I guarantee I will have forgotten everything. So you cannot change the magnets, and the core, I believe, should be the same thing, it's just the numerical ID is going to XS. So inside here there are instructions, but I showed that in another video, I'll just explain it here. This is some extra blue stuff,
Don't
which
blow up
is
the
a
house.
replacement for the light blue thing. So I'm not going to demonstrate again, but between the light blue and the dark blue, you can move these in and out in order to change how far you basically want the equivalent of the screw settings to be. So like how much the pieces are allowed to move based on the tightness of the screw. The clear device on the outside you can adjust using this fork tool, and what it does is it changes the spring compression, or how easily the pieces can move in and out. Now, I don't know what magnet settings this would be equivalent to, whether it's the weak, medium, or strong magnets.
Oh my
This is still kind of
gosh,
expensive
taking a
too,
nap
but
is
it
so
is
good.
cheaper than the XS, and you get a lot of the same things, just basically not the adjustable magnets. Of course, it's not necessary to try the
TV?
full range of settings given to you on the XS, and this is probably a good, cheaper option if you just, for some reason, really want a GAN cube, specifically the XS, but you do not want to pay that much for it. And that's pretty much a full review of this, as I'm assuming that's the only difference between this and the XS, so you can just go watch my XS review. I forget sometimes, but wow, this cube is so good. So that's it for today's unboxing. Say goodbye to these cubes because for most of them, you're probably never going to see it again. Of course, can't forget about my new collection, and these, my newest big boys, the little guy, the imposter. There was actually just too much stuff. If you want to buy any of these, or if you're a true supporter of this channel and want to buy all of these, then go to speedcubeshop.com. Links are in the description, and remember to use the discount code JFriendly. And for some of those weirder puzzles, I promise I'll solve them one day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Witness try something on. Push up.
In this video, I rolled 5 scary horror things from 10 seconds to 10 minutes. This video is intense and legitimately scary, especially the 10-hour thing. Only a small percent of my viewers are actually subscribed, so please subscribe because you won't regret it. Enjoy.